All right, so Jayden Daniels and Bill Croskey-Merritt.
Yeah, I know. I had to Google that, figure out what they were talking about.
This might be the best QB running back backfield right now in the NFL. Welcome to Saturday versus Sunday. I'm John Barbin. With me is Jeff Dover, and let's talk football.
We're a couple of average football fans that watch college and NFL. We hope to earn your like and subscribe today. This is our review of the Washington Chargers game. What are your initial thoughts?
All right, so Jayden Daniels and Bill Croskey-Merritt.
Yeah, I know. I had to Google that, figure out what they were talking about.
This might be the best QB running back backfield right now in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was amazing. Like it was a really good game. It was sort of a tale of two different. The first quarter was different, and then afterwards it was all Washington after that. So, but it was in the beginning, the Chargers scored. They had an early field goal, and it really looked like exactly the Chargers' game plan. You know, like it's ball control. You know, take what the defense gives you. And then turnovers, when you have that kind of team, are absolute killers, because it was 10-0 and they were going in to score again. And then there was a turnover. And then after that, Washington got the ball and never looked back. So there was just one bad quarter for Washington. And after that, they really poured it on.
Yeah. I mean, they get down 10-0 and then they go 27 straight points. So
yeah.
it was okay. So Croskey-Merritt, he had 150 yards from scrimmage, 14 carries, 111 rushing yards, 2 TDs. This guy, okay, so I got a little take care about running backs in general. Mm-hmm. So Croskey-Merritt, I think, is a 6th round pick out of Arizona. Mm-hmm. So not necessarily on the national radar for the average person. Obviously, scouts know everything about every player. Yeah. But it's not like he's Genty or he's this, Marion Hampton.
7th round pick, 245th overall.
Right. So it's not like there is a fan push for it, like Genty, where people knew his name, or Marion Hampton knew his name. I didn't even know who the hell Croskey-Merritt was until he started popping with the Redskins, and we pay what I think is a lot of attention to college, but you can't cover it all. I mean, it's not like we're scouts or anything. So he shows up here. They have the #1 rushing offense in the NFL. And that's partly because of Daniels, but that's even partly when Mariota gets in. Like nothing changes with Mariota's style of play. He probably runs even more than when Daniels is in, because they don't care if they beat him up. But Croskey-Merritt is looking like one of the best running backs in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So to me, his emergence as looking like a great, true #1 running back already, and just a complete total threat in the passing game too, and them having the #1 rushing attack in the same season that the higher picked running back across the field only goes for 44 yards. Mm-hmm. And in the same season, Derrick Henry is a non-factor and Saquon Barkley is now a non-factor. All of that happening in the same season right now. Okay, we're only 5 games in. I can see how GMs are like, and this is why you don't pay running backs. And this is also why you don't draft them high. Because here's a 7th round pick outperforming everybody.
Yeah, and that happens sometimes in the draft, like in other positions too. Like there's every now and then you get a high pick that does really well, and every now and then you get a low pick that everyone rues the day that they went past them. So and that makes a huge difference for Washington. They've still got Daniels on the rookie contract. They got Croskey-Merritt on a rookie contract, and they're both really, really good. And so they're. They have a really talented team. It was I was surprised at how much, like obviously Croskey-Merritt was amazing in this game, but I was surprised at how much they were able to run the ball on the Chargers defense. They're usually better than that. But that was because of that. I think that was really the difference in the game.
I think that's a good point. I think injuries on the Chargers are starting to catch up with them.
So
the fact
especially
that
on the offensive line.
Yes, and I was just about to say the fact that the Chargers can neither stop the run or run the ball. Like I know that on the stat line here is they had 166 yards rushing or 155 yards rushing. 60 of that is Herbert. I do not think the plan is to just run your MVP caliber quarterback as the #1 rushing option here. I don't think that's the case. He had 60 yards. Hampton had 44, and then everybody else was just, under 20. Yeah. So that's not Herbert what they're looking for.
No, and Herbert it was the one long run for 40 yards, and then three
Mm-hmm.
a lot less than that. So
Right.
yeah, that's absolutely not the plan.
No. And so when you look at all of this, okay, and so my earlier point is not that this is why you never draft a running back high, or this is why you never pay one, because I think Bijan Robinson is awesome and deserved the draft pick. But what I'm saying is GMs can look at this and it would really irritate them that this guy is this good. Well, they just dumped a bunch of money on whoever, like around the league, when they said, well, but then obviously James Cook is the reverse. James Cook is really good. So I don't think because I've been hearing stories about the renaissance of the running back is here, and this is why you pay them. And Jonathan Taylor's, I think, leading the league right now, and they paid him. But you just keep getting examples of the alternative here, and so the counter. Croskey-Merritt is the ultimate counterfactual so far of why any GM who's doesn't want to pay a running back and doesn't want to draft him high, this is where you point right here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think another key thing in this game, I was like, Daniels can run really well. Everyone knows that, but he is really slippery in the pocket. Like there was a couple times where they had him dead to rights and he just sidesteps or he slips around and he doesn't get sacked. And that was really the difference, because the Chargers got sacked. The Herbert and Lance got sacked 6 times or 5 times, I think. And Daniels was just once, but it could have been a lot more. And just avoiding the sacks, avoiding the negative plays allows them to keep getting, hold on to the ball and keep getting positive yards on offense. So that was another difference.
Totally. And it's not like Herbert's bad at avoiding, but Daniels is special. Like he's like peak Lamar Jackson. Him and Daniels, I think, are the two best at just extending, especially when they look like they're dead to rights and they somehow still get out of there.
There's a couple times where like a defender came around like unblocked and standing in front of Daniels, and he just sort of shimmied out of his way and then kept going. Like
just keeps the thing alive.
Yeah.
So I think injuries are starting to pile up on the Chargers. Like we said, the defensive line's a bit depleted. The offensive line seems to struggle to protect Herbert and to run block. So it's sort of
lost both starting tackles. So.
Yeah, I think that's just starting to catch up with them. There's just kind of no real way around that one. And on the Chargers side, they're obviously missing. McLaurin's out right now, but Deebo Samuel seems to be filling in nicely. Not in the number one receiver role, but he had about 100 yards this game. So, and some key plays. So him and the emergence of Croskey-Merritt seem to be enough so far to be weathering the storm without McLaurin there. And McCaffrey, he stepped up with a couple of big plays too. So they're I mean, right now it's only 5 games into the season, but we're already talking about attrition, like on multiple teams here. Like the Ravens are falling apart physically, and on the scoreboard, they're just a mess right now. So, the San Francisco 49ers won a gritty game with their backup quarterbacks 3-0, and Bosa's out. They're missing their top 3 receivers. So this attrition thing in the NFL is already a major factor. Burrow's gone, and the Bengals can't seem to win a game without him. So it's happening all over the place, and right now it seems like it might be catching up with the Chargers, and then the Commanders weathered the storm with Daniels out even, right? I think they at least won one game with Mariota in, so it's happening to everyone. So you can't really use it as an excuse, but it's definitely a thing now. And the Commanders seem to have, if Daniel stays in, they survived the bit where he's out.
Yeah, no, and this is something else we talk about with these reviews. It's the box score matchup with the game, because this one is awfully similar. Like it's similar rushing, it's similar passing. The total yards wasn't off by that much. And San Diego had 2 turnovers to Washington's 1, but it was really the timing of the turnovers, because the Chargers also won the time of possession. They had 34 minutes to 25, but this was really, Washington was in command most of the second half. So it's really the yardage doesn't really match up with what happened. And it's because of the timing of the turnovers.
It is okay. So in the fourth quarter, they get a fumble, of all people. Croskey-Merritt, this guy I keep talking about, is doing well. He's the one who turns the ball over to hand it to the Chargers to potentially mount the comeback when their Commanders are up 20-10, and then they go 14 plays, 50 yards, 7 minutes off the clock, and then he throws a pick on the goal line. The goal line, and that was, I mean, even then, you still have 7 minutes in the game, and in many cases, you can get that team to go 3 and out because they're terrified of getting a safety. And instead, the Commanders go 99 yards for a touchdown, and that seals the game. So to me, the play of the game is that interception on the goal line. That's when Chargers fans looking at, okay, all right, we're going down here. We're gonna get a touchdown. We got plenty of the fourth quarter left. We can hopefully hold them and get this thing tied. And instead, the whole thing goes the wrong way.
Yeah, no, a turnover on the first and goal or whatever it was, like you can't, that's such a reversal of points, because it's a minimum 3 points, probably 7, and then to come away with nothing is an absolute killer. The ball was tipped at the line, so it's not like Herbert just threw it to the wrong person, but it was, tipped on the line, a critical interception that just really, sealed it right then.
And giving up 99-yard touchdown drive after. I mean, it's just the whole thing. That was it. That was it for them at that. I mean, I'm not sure we fully expected them to come back there, but that was the time to come back, and it didn't materialize. One other major thing that happened in this game was Ladd McConkey's punt return got taken back for roughing the kicker.
Swing in momentum, right? Huge swing in momentum.
And that guy, how good is he? I mean, that was a thing of beauty. It's too bad that got taken back, because that should have been like one of this week's highlight reel plays, but instead it's like, oh, well, could have been, but I mean, kicker's roughing the kicker. It's
just like the interception in the end zone. Like it was the Washington was kicking out of the back of their end zone and didn't get a good punt off, and it was returned for a touchdown, but one of the rushers landed into the plant leg, which is a penalty. Like that is a legit penalty. So instead of the other team scoring 7 points, now you get to keep the ball, not only, and then move up up to the 20-yard line, so you're not even in the bad field position anymore. So it was a huge swing. There's 2 huge swings for Washington in those plays.
Yeah, and the Chargers just, I guess, they don't seem to have the firepower to survive that stuff right now. So.
Well, it's not like Herbert had a bad game. It was 22 for 29 for 166 yards. It was very efficient. He had a 1 touchdown interception. He was sacked 4 times. But it's just they play the first quarter is exactly how they want to do it. Like they're dominating the time of possession. They just don't give the ball to the other team very much, and they matriculate down the field. But they're just not built to no team is built to take huge turnovers or in like really key times.
Right.
So like they just couldn't overcome that.
And their inability to run the ball, I think, is catching up with them here.
Yeah,
like it's just. Like we said, the plan is not Herbert to go for half of your running yards in each game. So
no, you're right. It's too easy for the defense to key on something if you're not able to run the ball.
Well, what can we say about both teams here? I think the Commanders' arrows are pointing up, and especially if they get McLaurin back. I don't know what the timing is. I haven't read enough articles to see when they expect him back. But if they can win games without him, that's a big deal. And it seems like the Chargers are kind of like they got off to a hot start, and now it's kind of doesn't look really good right now. I mean, they lost to the Giants and now the Commanders. Like those are 2 games you probably would have expected them to at least split those, at least, if not potentially win both. So doesn't look good right now for the Chargers. There's kind of tail spinning a little bit right now.
Yeah, and they're top of their division right now, but and they've already got a win against the Chiefs, which is a big deal, so that's going to help with them. But they've got a game at the Dolphins coming up, so that's a good get-right position if you're a Chargers fan.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that Colts game looked like it was not as bad at the beginning of the season. Looks like it'll be a big challenge now, but they get that one at home. So it's going to be, you're right, they're going to have to turn it around soon.
Yeah, but in the next 4, they got the Dolphins, Colts, Vikings, Titans.
Yeah. I
think they can beat 3 of those 4. I don't really hold out too much hope that they can beat the Colts right now. So I don't know. It could be a little rough here for the Chargers moving forward. And then what do the Commanders got coming up here? Let's have a look at their schedule.
I was just looking at it.
Bears, Cowboys should be a shootout. Bears, they can win that game, and then all of a sudden, Commanders, Chiefs looks like it could be a huge, huge game.
Yep.
Actually, it doesn't get any easier. Then they got the Seahawks and then the Lions. So they got a pretty significant stretch in the next 5 anyways. All right. Well, I mean, did you get everything on your list?
Yep.
All right. That's all I got for this one. All All right, well, I guess arrows pointing up for the Commanders and arrows shaky sideways for the Chargers. Yeah. Well, okay. So, that's all we got. If you're still with us, we appreciate you checking out our video, and we'd super appreciate it if you do like what we got going on, if we could give us a like and a subscribe. That really helps us grow the channel. All right. So for Jeff Dover, I'm John Barbin, and that's your Saturday versus Sunday podcast.